Alright, Taurus. Here we go. Let's get into the reading. Hope y'all don't take me all the way long. I said I'm gonna upload it all up. Hope we can knock this out. Hope we can make it. Try to time myself. Y'all probably like don't shortchange my reading. Oh, with the flow. Boom. In reverse. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying to scoop this up. Four Cups reversed tells me there could have been something that you necessarily could have been wanting and it didn't happen, or you didn't necessarily make the move when you need to. You got the World and the Nine of Swords reversed. Let's see what's going on. You back to sleep, and you got the Eight of Swords. Could be stress. Mm. I know, so guess I'm Three of Swords. Mm. Zero. Ooh, you got King of Cups and the Magician. You got Queen of Pentacles, and you also have the Hierophant. And then you also have the Six of Wands. Ooh. Again, you got Four Cups, Strength, and a Hermit reversed. Hermit, we're going to take that for its overall move, because that's my 13. And let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Ooh. You got Star in reverse. Got the Hangman. Five of Wands. Ooh. Got Page of Swords. Got some chatty patties going on. Wheel of Fortune, we have Chariot, and then we have the Moon. With the Emperor and the Moon, you hear me tells me, wait a minute, it's the Knight of Swords. Let me keep going. I knew I need to keep pulling. With the Eight of Cups in reverse, everything is fine. The Knight of Swords, the Emperor and the Moon. This could be hidden dispositions. Like, I don't know if this is something with taking control over something or stepping into effective leadership or executing something or a certain person or situation. It seems like here it could be some type of block that's necessarily going on. I don't know if this is dealing with a person or their motive, because with it could be returning back. So there could be that stubbornness or I need to take control, because under the bottom we do have the Page of Cups with the Queen of Wands reversed and the Seven of Wands though. So I don't know if it's needing to take control over a situation or necessarily emotionally coming on. It's about how it doesn't make you feel, especially with the Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Swords, though. Because Queen of Wands sometimes can be a very smothering, domineering, jealous, distasteful energy. With the Page of Cups. So for some of y'all with this Eight of Cups energy, returning back to some of y'all could be emotionally wandering, turning back to some state of with a person, or you could be in some type of conflict with a person. Like somebody comes gives you some final message to be able to receive something, to be able to move forward, or to take some type of control. But with the Emperor and the Moon, I don't know if somebody's necessarily showing their hand, but it looks like somebody's trying to take effective leadership roles, but it don't feel like it's in an authentic reason. With the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, though, for some of y'all, this could be trying to complete something or necessarily forcing something to overcome something, especially here, though. With the Wheel of Fortune, I don't know if this is certain people, because the Page of Swords, I'll tell you, that could be that chatty patty energy. It could be gossip or rumors or necessarily situations, or it could be the know it all energy where you hear me say, okay, I know this, but I talk about how the emotional disdain that comes with it. So with the Five of Wands, it could be arguments, miscommunication, and chaos, because we also have the Hanged One with the Star in reverse. Whether this is healing or dealing with something or constantly being caught up on something, going to go look at somebody or seeing somebody caught up in a necessarily emotional, what's with these D words? We're just going to go with them, disdain, emotional disdain, whether it's some type of person or a certain situation though, because I kind of feel like again, when I tell you when I see the star card, it's all about placements though. Somebody could, I don't know, could be Moon, Aries Moon, I don't know, Rising Cancer, I don't know, whatever that is. It could be though. Yeah, oh well, that's not my thing. But with the Chariot, Page of Swords, could be family drama or just conflict, or I tell you, taking control over something, trying to have some type of leadership. I tell you, it kind of feels like, okay, I know, but somebody's going to talk about the emotional disdain to actually bring in the form of healing, because it looks like here, whatever it is that's panning out, it's like the Hang One is also about letting go, knowing when to relinquish some type of control. So with this here, with the Star in reverse, it could be about letting something go. I don't know if it's something though, whether it's you, whether it's like, okay, I'm this, but I want to be able to shift into something else. So maybe it's a shift of perspective. Maybe certain people, individuals who you assist or help in that type of realm. So I don't know. Especially with that though, especially we'll get into that though. With that 5 wands, hang one. It could be this though, just arguing about the same thing though. It could be chatty patties. I don't know if somebody's in a certain predicament because we talked about this towards the hang one position. I said it's gonna be certain people who end up in a hangman position, but that don't mean you're supposed to be a part of their life. Whether this is just okay, I help you get down, boom, that's it. I'm not supposed to equally keep helping you because that's your intuition or whatever the case may be. So you got the moon here. It's not always to assist someone because you don't necessarily know their motives. So that's how you end up getting caught by the bear trap yourself. And sometimes you may be the bear trap for somebody else, and it takes them in their own intuition. With the world in reverse. And the sun and the three of swords and the 6 of wands. Somebody is not just with the world, the sun and the three of swords though. One of y'all could be in the space of, oh, I gotta fake it till I make it. I don't know what the 6 of wands though energy, whether that's like that where y'all in that Tarian energy where you doing what's necessarily makes you feel good, opposing to changing certain shit. What is these words that's rolling off my tongue? Whoever use these big words. What's it on my tongue? It's boo. Is it modem? I don't know. I think it's that. But one of y'all could be doing that with the world, the sun, and three of swords. I told you this could be like this emotional disdain, heartbreak, not being able to be seen, or hanging around certain people who could be displeasing, trying to haul the masses. Because I told you 6 of wands sometimes can be bullies, it can be flatterers, it can be frenemies, just trying to be nice, nasty with a person, or that's just how the relationship goes. To where it could be causing you a whole lot of heartbreak and emotional disdain. For some of y'all could be having like heart chakra problems and still just trying to keep it going up under the radar. Like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep it pushing. Because I told you when I see that with the 9 of swords, I told you this gives me that somebody's in the emergency room, ER, but you also got King of Cups with a magician, so it could be some type of illness element there. Because I told you y'all be the reason. Like 2 Tauruses, they be making me just 3. No, because it ain't nothing but heart chakra problems. Breathing, respiratory, hands numbness, all my goddamn what's some things called? Shit, it's not my bowels. It's not my artery. Ventricles. That's what the fuck it feels like. With the 9 of swords, King of Cups, and Magician, and the 4 of Cups, this could be stressed out or missed about something. Though. I tell you, somebody was kind of still stuck in their ways. With the King of Cups, though, this could be like a little trickster magician, or having problems with sleep or insomnia, or whatever the case may be, or constantly trying to conjure up something because it kind of looks like y'all keep trying to pick or offer something to the 6 of wands. That is that misery love company type of people. They're only around for a certain amount of time and it don't get them in a certain way. With the 8 of swords, where you hear me say being stuck in the mind and inability to be able to execute, because it kind of feels like some of y'all are emotionally, mentally, or physically still stuck in a place where it's no change, but it may be authentic to you. Because you got Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Strength. So I don't know if you're trying to heal some type of family drama, move forward. The next in line, where you see like the Hierophant and 2 people necessarily sitting there. So these lineages leaving something necessarily behind, but you do got this 8 of swords energy where it's kind of like my hands tied at the moment. Because keep in mind the overall mood is a hermit, so it could be some type of retreat that needs to go on. Keep in mind quarantine going on, so everybody's just isolating at this moment. But for some of y'all though, uh we gonna keep going. But I kind of feel like wait a minute. We got Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. Look like one of y'all trying to bind or contract somebody. I was just gonna say that. Form of anxiety or not, and you wonder why it's just revved up at certain times. Pay attention to that because you don't know what energy that somebody may be dealing with. The emotional disdain, people carry their shit with them, and sometimes you just know by the time you leave from with their ass. With the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, I tell you somebody could be having some form of a mask because you got a Two of Pentacles energy. With the Knight, it could be some type of emotional I told you that emotional disdain, but it's also immaturity trying to pull somebody from a state of that they don't want to. Because this could be pleasing to somebody else, but not because you do got a Knight of Cups coming in. But also with the 9 of Pentacles and the 2. So it could be this energy of where I'm just focused on me what I could get, or what is it that I need right now? I don't have this. For some of y'all, I could be prioritizing love over money, love over other things. Because you did get to hang one. That's all about sacrifices. You got to twice. So for some of y'all, it's like at this time to alleviate some heart chakra problems, necessarily prioritizing what matters the most. Sorry if I'm talking so fast, but I gotta get these jumps out. Ooh, with the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, this definitely, ooh, y'all know, I've been saying that. With the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, though, whether this is like speaking to somebody and the Nine of Wands, for some of y'all, this got anything to do with like some contractual agreement or money or dealing with a certain person, whether it's over somebody's more focused on what they could get and not what they could do. Because with the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands, it could be some vulnerabilities around a certain contract, or a person could be leaving something or just stuck in their ways. Your kings, that's why I say I think damn now all your kings gonna come out reverse though. So that could be that fairly no, I'm masculine. This is what I'm supposed to do, whether you male or female, but it's coming out more like emotionally manipulative, stuck in the same way, inability to be able to change. Because keep in mind the air front is upright. So you could be dealing with any person or anybody or whatever. This could be somebody that's trying to chop through you. So I don't know if you're doing like that earth side thing where you hear me say all earth signs get mad and start being hypercritical as hell towards everybody. With the devil in reverse in this, y'all do that. I'm telling you, Taurus, Virgo, and Cap. With King of Swords, Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the devil in reverse, this could be going independent or from someone else, though. For some of y'all, this could have been whether it's like money managing or whatever the case may be. Some of y'all could be throwing too many balls in the air and trying to manage too much stuff to where you're not actually reaping the full benefits or whatever it is that you need out of something. Whether that is love, relationships, or whatever the case may be. Because you got Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, the Tower in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. So as you move forward, emotionally you get blown back by the same thing. Then you go back to the Page of Swords. Then it's a rewarding of Tower. Then it goes to the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of y'all have mastered whatever it is. This is chaos, dysfunction, or a person. So it's kind of like I know how far it's to go, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing this. I don't know if it's a person in your life. The Eight of Wands, that's like forward movement, but with the Eight of Cups, it's like you keep taking your hands back. So if this is like a relationship with money, some of y'all got like get rich quick team type minds, and it just keeps just filling. For some of y'all though, it's this attraction to money that may keep you stable, especially with this Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, where it keeps you stable or bring about the ability to take care of others. But at this point of, it looks like some of y'all may be risking your health just for the idea of money. With the Page of Swords and the Tower, though, they could be watching what you say to certain people, though, because with the Page of Swords and the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles, for some of y'all may not be paying attention to where you may be saying certain shit, where you may be leaving shit, where you may be doing shit, because it's like a very sneaky, manipulative energy that's lingering around, though. So, yeah, with the star and the moon, yeah, dead ass. Because it looks like some of y'all ain't paying attention to somebody. Somebody may be your biggest threat, or you could be your own threat. Let me say that though, because you got four of wands. Some of y'all say that all the time. Certain people in your home. Some of y'all, whether this is is this coming out of marriage or relationship? That was Page of Swords. I don't want to know shit about that. Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords though. Yeah, some of y'all know. I don't want to know that. With the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords though, with that moon. This could be a relationship with a mom or a parent or a certain person. Y'all always come with you, Libra. You, Libra, period. You, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, and Aries always get the energy of a person in a relationship. Somebody where somebody need to mind their business. It always comes up where it's like a counterpart, somebody else. It's kind of like in the mind frame of if you single, but you still like, it's kind of like the person that's acting single, but they stay with somebody else, but they always trying to lead the next relationship, but they always be in the next. They always ending up with somebody else. Yes, because they not paying attention, but they think like I'm single, I can do whatever I want to do. No, you like actually got somebody you stay with. So you're not single. Um, with the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords and the Chariot, this could be a truth where you hear me say about a family. This could be hidden secrets or whatever the case may be that's coming up to the surface because you got Three of Wands and the King of Wands. For some of y'all could be putting that filler out. Be mindful though, especially with the Page of Swords, because it could be gossip or rumors, but it's like you gotta know if you're trying to help or heal or fix something, how it comes off or go about. Yes. With the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, I said there's like a balance between you and money. That's what I told y'all. Some of y'all are sacrificing love, work, all those different types of shit for the idea of money. And it seems like a lot of stuff just not working for you at this moment. Where you maybe get money, but at the same time you gotta work twice as hard. Or if you work in relationships, you gotta go 10 times harder where you could be losing your passion, especially with the sun and the Three of Swords. So it's kind of like you could be killing off the joy, the ability, or inner child into something, though. For some of y'all, this could be connected to a child or a relationship, and it just feels like that. With the Fool and the Ten of Swords reversed, some of y'all don't want to just accept it. Like, accept that something doesn't work. It's like, no, I got to give it another go. Because you got the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, and Five of Cups tonight, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, that's why I said with the Queen of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, some of y'all cheating yourself out of something. Queen of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups reverse. Some of y'all could be unhappy though with a person, but somebody cheating somebody out of something though, especially with the Lovers in reverse and the Five of Cups. That's old love, missed opportunities with the Knight of Cups. Some of y'all could be doing some type of healing work, emotional unsatisfaction. Some of y'all could have moved on into the next relationship, still holding on to certain issues. Some of y'all could be in the mind frame of, because you got Chariot and Ten of Pentacles, whether it's a relationship with you, money, and family, to where it created this weird obligation to where it's throwing off like your balance, like your scales, all that different types of things. La 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 la. La 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 la, lonely. Queen of Cups and the Lovers and the Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands though and the Nine of Cups. Some of y'all be unhappy. Like, are y'all in a relationship and y'all unhappy and y'all be cheating on people or cheating people out of certain opportunities and decisions or whatever the case may be? Like, one of y'all not I ain't gonna say grounded because it look like some of y'all just overly grounded where you stuck in the same ways. So when it comes to making decisions, I kind of feel like this kind of flawed at the moment. Like, let me just say that though, because you got Ace of Pentacles, you got Transformation, Five of Cups. Look at that though. Some of y'all keep. That's why I said some of y'all overly grounded, especially with this Ace of Cups. Some of y'all could be in an unrequited situation or keep trying to go back to the state of like manifest some type of opportunity to where it's like I want a new, but you want to keep a little bit of the old. Well, stop putting out the metaphysical please. Say you want to change something, and then once you say you want to change what it is, when you actually change what it is, then you will see what it is that you continuously keep doing. Though you got Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, because you also got the Temperance. Though some of y'all could be offering y'all hand to the same people who keep going through the same thing. Though some of y'all could want to bring about some type of change, or you could be constantly offering to where you feel emotionally disdained. Because for some of y'all with love, that's been tethered to the idea of family and money, that it's like emotionally burdensome for you to be able to love or to find some type of interest into something else. La 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 lonely. I'm a lonely. La 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 la. Why am I saying that? It's time for me to stop. All right, okay. We'll be 18. We doing good. We doing good, boss. Plus, though, you got Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles in reverse. We got Page of Wands and the Two of Cups. We also got the Ten of Cups. That's kind of sideways. These two feel like smear reversed. We got Two of Swords and the Knight of Swords, though. With the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, so it definitely looks like, though, whether it's traveling, commitment, or connecting, some of y'all been having ongoing problems in relationships. Whether this is past, whether this is moving forward or whatever, some of y'all been having some type of connection with money or business or partnerships or friends to certain people. Because I told y'all, some of y'all had this mentality of whether you want to be the emperor, It's like if you want to be the emperor, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. So it's not like, oh, like this may not be everybody's issue. So don't take it that way. Where you want to run a business, and at the point of where you want a business, you have to be able to make sure your employees are equally straight as you. You can't be the preacher in the pulpit where you sitting up here living in the damn bins and your community is fucking struggling. No, it don't work like that. So some of y'all, when it comes to taking on this leadership, that's the struggle. It's like, I want the lifestyle, I'm doing this, but I'm taking care of my family. That's not how it works when you step into creative realms or connecting with certain individuals. When you vow to take some plea, whether you say I'm finna run a school, or I'm finna get a school or a daycare, you have to make sure everybody is abundantly straight. So that comes with the emperor role. So you won't always be in this state of with this, even in a relationship though, where it's balancing your needs and everybody else. But for some of y'all just a little old school minded, where it's got a lot of issues. Um, you got Ace of Swords in reverse. You got Ten of Pentacles. So you keep finishing the cycle with a little bit of the old. You got Three of Pentacles, but you almost there. Like, I'm not gonna say you almost there, cause you ain't made like what's the point of what it is that you need to release. Whether it's expectations, what it is other people want you to do, whatever it is, you just ain't released it. Well, you got Judgment, everything is fine. You got Justice, Six of Swords, and I say that Justice was off, and you got Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Some of y'all need to just beg a lady. You gon' hurt yourself. With the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, that's your Ace of Swords, which we saying that was reversed. That shows to me that they could be traveling back to a state of standstill, conflict, or certain conversations where it could be a little biasness. I told you sometimes after a standstill or arguments or miscommunication, the justice of the matter is, I feel my way. I don't want to fuck with you. You feel your way. I don't want to go. I don't want to talk to you no more. That's the justice of it, but that's not the healing of it. Like, that's what some of y'all fail to recognize, especially with everything is fine. Some of y'all is gonna be communicating, learning when to know how to get off certain social media posts, connecting with certain people, dissecting yourself from other people's experiences that could be mean, crude, or nasty to you that don't put you in that energy. But you got Judgment. I told you. Uh, y'all, earth signs can't be hypocritical. I'm sorry, y'all. With the Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, you got Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords, though. So, like I said, if it's something about a contract or money for some of y'all, it requires like a great sacrifice. So, I'm not saying like you got to go off and, or you have, but you like, I have been trying and this ain't necessarily been working. No, you ain't been working what it is that you got to get what it is that you need. Because that's kind of like if you using magic in a realm of, especially with the Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles in the world, and the Ace of Swords. If you sitting up here saying, okay, well, I'm finna go get a, what is it? No, I'm not gonna tell you. You go get a frog's tongue or whatever the case may be, and you making like a point of where you making an actual sacrifice. If you making that point of that, and it's to change, you gotta leave it to that. Like, you can't sit up here like be so arrogant and cocky and saying like, yeah, I did this, but you ain't, the results ain't there. So it's something like that. That's why I say it's something there where some of y'all just missing it, and it's causing. Hey, don't do it to my camera. But it's something missing there. It's just something missing there because some of y'all, it's more like, say for instance, where it's kind of like how you do an investment, and whether it's a Ponzi scheme or not, like you want to put. I'm not saying you do. You want to put 500, 5,000, but you want a quarter meal back. Like, that shit don't add up. Like, is you robbing or stealing somebody? So it kind of feels like that in relationships, especially when you going in or you still holding on to old woundings or hurt or pain. I'm sorry, I was like saying my eye up. Old woundings or pain or whatever, to where it keeps manifesting that way. One of y'all just not paying attention to it, though. Like the hardships. All right. All right. 13. We finna wrap the spread up. Move, shouted. Don't worry about me. Ooh, I got a little devil in my fat. La 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 la. La 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 la. Because I'm telling you, the people who still in that paradigm to where like, oh, when I was younger, we had food, we had to go through this. It's operating in it. That's not gonna work for you. Especially if you're trying to draw in love or holding on to certain experiences or moving forward. That's not gonna work in like 2020, 2021, or the new years to come, especially whatever relationship that you have with earthly nouns. That's not gonna work. Like some gotta change. It's either gonna be like, well, I make all this money and I'm just lonely. It ain't gonna be no more. Let me go get a cow's tongue. Let me get a frog's tongue. I need some frog eyeballs. That's what it is. It ain't gonna be no more of that. It's just gonna be like, this what you want, this what you ask for. It's like going to a genie. They tell you what it is. You just say, well, okay. They say you can't ask for more wishes, but you said, can I get another wish? And they like, no. And each time you run to the genie, you keep saying the same thing. And the genie like, just ask for what it is that you want. And they tell you, I'll make it come with the price. Let me pause. Your mama called me. Answer the phone. Your mama called. Pause. All right, my bad, y'all. La 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 la. Miss Robinson talks about grudges. That's the devil card, Ace of Baskets. Ooh, child, I do not want to know about that. That's getting on my nerves. Five of Swords, Dr. Grant, and the King of with the funeral home and the Ace of Baskets and the Five of Swords, the funeral home talks about where there's apology that's necessarily needed, though. Funeral home is talking about the negative experiences or attachments that you have to you or others, or being so focused on the world or your self appearance or other things. With Dr. Grant and the King of Pentacles, some of y'all could have like this sick obsession what it is with money or people or trying to figure out so much. And it's like a lot of things just ain't been coming to you. Overall, we do got the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Again, I think that's somebody that's not looking at the big picture. You got Queen of Pentacles and a Magician though. Some of y'all keep trying to fight nasty. But some of y'all be feeling recognized. Y'all be fucking with that damn black magic. Certain people don't deserve this shit. They really don't. So in the midst of whether somebody slings it back or protected or not, especially with this Nine of Wands, you gonna get the bulk of this shit. And I told you, a lot of people feel to recognize no matter how sharp your relationship is, it always attaches itself to the weakest link in your life. Whether your weakest link is connected to money, or if your weakest link is connected to overeating or whatever the case may be, that shit always gonna work against you. Whether it's substance abuse, whatever the case may be, it's always gonna attach itself to that particular thing. So some of y'all just don't recognize that no matter how much you try to master or maneuver, that's where it's gonna seem like. I think if you want to take out cancer reading, where I said it's kind of like they kept going through the dark night over and over and over again. I was like, what the fuck, Paul? Oh, but I said it seemed like they kept going through the dark night over and over and over again. I'm like, why the fuck do you keep going through the dark night, sweetie? Like, that shit is weird. I'm trying to get two more. That Queen of Cups. Ooh, somebody psychically blocked. Somebody trying to psychically block somebody. Six of Pentacles. Ah. Ooh, Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and a Queen of Cups. Some of y'all could be arguing about a relationship or love or a person or money or gifts or what it is that you necessarily should do or how you conduct or see. With the Six of Pentacles that I told you, pause. But yeah, I said Six of Pentacles though, that could be unfortunate behavior. I told you that's not necessarily taking it. That's abuse of power for some of y'all, even if it comes to family or being able to bounce out certain money. It could be some issue with that. But with funeral home, Dr. Grandfather, coincidence, tenant basket, some of y'all could have some type of unhealthy attachments, whether this was learned in family relationships or connections or a person where something just needs to be put to the ground. So I would say that though, whether this is family, codependent relationships, certain experiences, because Dr. Grant also talks about advice. So for some of y'all could be taking advice from certain people. You should do this, you should do this, you should do it this way, da, 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 from toxic environments. It's kind of like if I don't live in toxicity, why would I ask for toxic? If I'm toxic, then I take it. But if I'm not living in toxic, I'm in a emotional bliss or I'm happy, why would I go to a tainted environment? I'm not talking about the person. I'm talking about the perceived perception where y'all keep emotionally keep returning back to. All right. You do got courting. Some of y'all could be a relationship. Marriage could be coming up. A Knight of Coins. And you also have Knight of Wands reverse. And then you have Nine of Pentacles. Then we got Seven of Cups. Then we got Railroad Bill. Then we got Two of Cups. With the railroad bill and the two of baskets and the seven of cups, this could be an ego thing. It does talk about, yeah, this is the ego thing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna keep moving because they also talk about him being a grifter. Like how he was a grifter and how he was shapeshifter. That's what it was. He was a grifter and a shapeshifter. So this could be where you hear me say, well, it could be your personality or certain people experiences where some of y'all are not being authentic to where it feels like a shapeshifter spirit. That's what I couldn't get my mind on. As I said when it comes to this is like dream work, head work. Well, this is a person romanticizing about a person, whatever it is. Some of y'all still emotionally attached to somebody or a way of love or dream work. Some of y'all could be going that. I don't know whoever this is. Some of y'all could be blocked though. Somebody could be blocking your perception, or you could be trying to block somebody else though. Because you do got nine of pentacles though, or love could have you so clouded in the brain because you do got a nine of pentacles though. This is a relationship or a connection. Some of y'all got this mind frame of, "Y'all got me, don't worry about it." And it comes off like this. Knight of Wands, very arrogant, boisterous, jealous, overzealous, sometimes a procrastinator, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. So that's why I said some of y'all got some type of unhealthy attachment to that though. If this is siblings though, because we do got Ten of Cups though, for some of y'all though, this could be grudges. Let me say that, especially with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, shit, it could be a Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles though. Could be a grudge though. Because you do got Justice in a court though. So this could be taking somebody to court though, whether it's about money, relationships, or connections, independent. Somebody could be cocky, whatever it is. I got this, I got this. Got me, don't worry about it. It's just real like that though. Marriage could be coming up for some of y'all though. Especially with the seven of cups, two of cups though, egoistic with that Knight of Wands though. Nine of Pentacles though. That's why I said some emotionally hold you back. That's all I got to say. You know what it is, whether it's tethered to family, certain experiences or people, it's just blocked. Some of y'all keep asking advice for about toxicity or environments, what you perceive. Because I say it's a Taurus that I just does this. Whether certain people and experiences, and I was gonna talk about that in the comment. I was like, no. Other than that though, let's get off. Oh, we still doing good time, and I still get y'all what it is that you need. Oh, shut up. Oh, did I say that though? Some of y'all still hold on to some grudges. So that is grudges and praying. Oh, you got you got Kundalini, and then you also have you got the snake, which is a serpent, and you also have the elephant. So I mean, I told y'all the shape shift energy could be a personal or certain situation or where it's like misunderstanding, fate, and causing blockages in other people's life or experiences in your own. The snake and the elephant, though, that also talks about awakening and then understanding and memory. So that's why I said for some of y'all, when you're emotionally attached to certain experiences, you don't take those memories and know how to necessarily grow from them to be able to flourish. If that's the paradigm that you've been operating on, whether it's with money, whether it's connections with certain people, it's kind of like, nope, you could have had a power moment like that. Enter in the raccoon. There could be creative ego. I told you, Panther upright is unnecessary annihilation. That's like a purging, where you hear me say, where we talked about the relinquishing and the letting go. Whether this is creative styles, ego, certain experiences for the betterment. For some of y'all, though, I think you didn't understand the direction of something or how it was supposed to go. So divine, like, you know what? I got it. Don't worry. It's that tower moment you finna have. But I told you that Phoenix, where it rises, it can actually be I tell you, you can go watch Legacies because on Legacies, that's when they actually did it to where you seen the boy. He got so scared to where he was stopping the fire. He was, and then you got Cosmic and the Cheetah. So that's why I said some of y'all keep trying to rush through a transformative process or communication, whether it's with the mind or being a knowledge perspective or whatever. For some of y'all, that's what it's Phoenix, the awakening. That's where you keep going through these certain experiences where you kind of like, when is enough enough? Or somebody could be saying this with you. I don't know, but because it's like you're trying to rush through the process. And cheetah is a very masculine energy. It's like, oh, come on, let's get it done. Let's get it done. I need this, and it's not an emotional concept to where when it comes to change, it's not like patience, time, leniency, understanding, awareness, empathy. It's not none of that. So on the bottom, we do got the fish, though. I'll tell you, whew, that's not it. You do got the horse. This is vitality. You got the frog. I told you that's a totem, an animal totem. And you also got the butterfly. So that's not transformative process. So that's a whole total transformation. Y'all got about 4 cards on there that talks about transformation. I don't think some of y'all want it, but at the same time, you don't want to do what it takes. Because I feel like emotionally, somebody could be so tired. But they keep saying, I want change. I want this. I need this. And divine, like, oh, all right, that's why you're going through this. So why you sick over here? That's why this happened. Somebody not even understanding it. I'm not laughing like that though, but it's kind of like this is where the upheavals, the battles, the situation just keeps coming in, and then look over here, look in reverse. That's money core. That's what's up. Some of y'all got some ill relationship with money. La 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 la. We be having some crown chakra problems. Sometimes I was sitting in my seat and I just went, ooh, but I was. That's why I said, ew, what Carl just said. I was like, sweetie, look, this is a like, you know, you know what goes on behind these scenes. All right, y'all, I made it to 36. That's what you need to be uploaded. Give me my tips. All right, let's go.